Coverage is brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company.
Wish TV is your education station. The murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk has sparked questions about free speech, especially in schools. Some districts around the country have fired teachers over comments they made about Kirk on social media following his death. Erica Meltzer is the national editor with our news gathering partners at Chalkbeat. She has a new article out about on teachers, what they can or should say about Kirk. Erica, we've seen scrutiny over what teachers have posted before. Is this any different? What have you found?
I think that the scale and very widespread nature of this is really different than anything we've seen before. And in fact, in the hours after Charlie Kirk's murder, we saw right-wing influencer accounts say, we're going to find anyone who says anything positive about this event, and we're going to make sure that we find them and they're out of a job. It's always been the case that school districts might have an interest in what a teacher says outside the classroom if it ends up blowing back on the school district in a negative way. But it's pretty rare to have state level officials like your governor or your attorney general or even the secretary of education weighing in on these matters. And so that's what makes this moment feel different.
In talking to experts, what are they saying is the line between what is appropriate for a teacher to say and what maybe is not?
In talking to attorneys who work on these types of cases, they're going to be very fact specific. It's going to depend exactly what the teacher or university employee said. It's going to depend where they said it, to whom they said it. Someone like the Ball State employee who kind of walked this line where she condemned the killing, but had a lot of negative things to say about Charlie Kirk, and she said it on a private Facebook page where really only her friends should have seen it. I am not a lawyer, but I think that person is going to have a much stronger case than, say, a K-12 teacher who said something on a very public forum. Maybe they tweeted it, and it was a more celebratory comment. But these different courts have ruled different ways on these cases, and it's been decades since the Supreme Court has directly taken up a teacher free speech case.
You mentioned that she posted on a private Facebook. Is there a difference between what is said on social media and what's said in a classroom?
Yes, in the classroom, school districts in particular actually have a lot of authority over what teachers say in the classroom because they're hired to deliver, the teachers are hired to deliver a curriculum, and if they're deviating too much, teachers can be disciplined. You also have very much a captive audience of your K-12 classroom. People at the university level have a lot more freedom of speech within the classroom. There's this concept of academic freedom. And then social media just really blurs the line between your public and your private speech. Like it's like you're in your living room, but then someone's recording in your living room and sharing that more broadly.
So it seems that schools definitely then have more authority and consequences for what's said in the classroom. What is the worry among some of the experts that you spoke with about what might be other implications of all of this?
Yeah, I think when this is coupled with, if we look around the country, we have a lot of states have passed these divisive concepts laws, or teachers are facing a lot more scrutiny on how they handle contentious topics around American history or race or sexuality. We have a lot of teachers just reporting that they're self-censoring a lot in the classroom. And then we have this piled on top of it. And I think the concern is that schools are a place where students can learn to disagree in healthy ways, bring evidence to their debates, engage in healthy debate. And if teachers just won't touch these topics, students don't get that experience at school. But of course, they're on the internet, like all of us, sort of engaging in this much more heated, polarized, less healthy version of debate. And so we could be losing an opportunity to get to the type of civil discourse that we would probably all benefit from, given the polarized times we live in.
Erica, thank you so much for your reporting. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about it this morning.